Hi guys, this is Akhlaq Hamid. Welcome back to my channel. Now this video is going to be different. Usually I'm talking about photography gear and equipment, but you've guessed it guys. This is going to be a review of the Fold 3. Now I don't normally do phone reviews on this channel, but there's always a first time for everything. So Galaxy Z Fold 3, here it is now. I have been a bit cheeky guys. I've missed the unbox video because I was so excited to see it, so I do apologize. So that being said, there is nothing in here because I've already unboxed it. But look at the size of the box. I mean, it's almost like a pizza box. Very flashy. I love the packaging on this. So that's the first thing to note. Now bearing in mind guys, this is actually my first Fold phone. I missed out on the first and second, so I jumped straight to the third, and I feel it was the best move. So that's the box design. So let's have a look at the phone itself. Now Samsung have given this, if you put it on a pre-order and if you order this phone first, you do get this cover here, and you also get the pen. So basically it's a starter's kit, and I'll just show you the box to that. So that's what came with it. Again guys, I do apologize because I did skip on the unboxing video guys, but I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It was my first it is my first Samsung Fold phone, so I just couldn't resist it. So yeah, here we get the charger. We also get the pen itself. So the charger, the pen itself, and also this case here. So that's only if you pre-order, because if you order this phone late, you will not get these items with it, and then you're going to miss out, and it's going to cost more expensive. So if you're after a Fold 3, now is the best time. That's in the UK. I'm not sure what it's like in other countries. Maybe you don't get that option, so I'm just basing this on what we get here in the UK. So going back to the phone guys, now bearing in mind that this is the first Fold phone that is water resistant. Now first Fold to have it water resistance, I mean, I would say that is pretty impressive. That's a big move for Samsung Fold phones, especially the first one. Now the weight on this is actually it's actually 271 grams, and it also has this Qualcomm Snapdragon 888. Now that again is a absolutely big move. Now let's just switch this on, so just give you guys an idea. I've just taken this off the charging port. I'm just going to switch this on just so guys you guys can see. Now it does have a 12GB internal memory, and you can also get the storage at the internal storage at either 256GB or 512GB. So I got the 512GB because I tend to have a lot of movies on this phone. So that's the first thing to know. Now let's just open up the display on this. I mean, there you go guys. I mean, the display itself is absolutely beautiful. Now it did take me a long time to transfer stuff from my old phone to this, bearing in mind I do have movies on this, like 4K movies, and you can imagine how much time that takes. So yeah, now let's have a look. Now we have the if you look closely here, we have the camera over here, and let's have a look at the back. So we have 3 cameras here, three cameras. So we have the 12 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 12 megapixel telephoto. That's what we have. Now the front main camera, we have 4 megapixel. The front main, we also have the 10 megapixel as well. I'm just going to open this up now. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Look how beautiful that display is. Just gonna open that up. Yeah, so this is what we have now. One thing I do want to mention here is the fact that when on the front display here, when it's closed 58.2 by 67.1, and then when we open this up here, when we open this up here, it simply is it opens at 158.2 by 128.1. So yeah, guys, I'm actually impressed, given the fact that this is my first ever fold. And now when you look at the front facing camera, it is quite similar to the Fold 2 that we had last year, but there are a lot of improvements as well, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Now here at the bottom we have the USB-C to C. We have a speaker grill here, and on the top there's also a speaker grill there. At the side it's just plain and simple. I actually love the way the silver pops out. It's a flashy good color. Yeah, guys, so if you look closely, this is where the punch hole is here. I do apologize about the focus, guys, so you can probably just about see there. You see that punch hole? This is where they've hidden it. But obviously when you're watching movies and stuff, it's not going to affect the viewing. This is the good thing about it. So I'm just going to put the let me just play this movie. Well, it's not a movie, but there, can you, if you look closely here, you can see it. But see how cleverly Samsung have hidden that punch hole, so it doesn't affect your viewing. I mean, look how crisp this is. This is actually a 4K footage playing. So, and it's hardly noticeable. I mean, you can slightly see it, but it's hardly noticeable, which is what I love about this phone. So Samsung have done a very good job of that. Credit to Samsung for that. Yeah, and also note, guys, even though this is the Note Ultra, the Fold 2 had their cameras kind of like shaped like this, like in a rectangular kind of fashion, whereas this one is just kind of like circular. So that's another improvement. It's also 10% stronger than the Fold 2 that we had last year. It also has a Gorilla Glass, so you're not going to damage it straight away. I mean, even by looking at the screen, it just looks, it gives you that crispy display, just the way I love it. And also, guys, we have a stunning 120 refresh rate on the front display. Now that itself is a very big improvement. I never thought that Samsung Fold phone will have a 120 refresh rate on the front. That is actually impressive, to say the least. And it's also 29% more brighter than what we had last year on the Fold 2. So that's also another thing to keep in mind. I mean, you know, just look at the display. The colors are very vivid on this. And camera quality is a bit less compared to the Fold 2. Now when the screen is switched off, you can still notice a little crease in between, but however when you have the display on, it becomes unnoticeable, so that's still a good thing to me. Now going back to what I was saying about the underlayer camera here, it's actually dropped down to a 4 megapixel compared to what we had with the Fold. Reason being is, the idea behind that is so Samsung have made the viewing, so for example, as I mentioned earlier, watching the viewing without any interrupted punch hole. So that's the reason why they dropped it down to 4 megapixel. So that's just one thing you want to keep in mind. So it might be a bad thing, but at the same time it is a good thing as well, because you're not getting any interruptions when watching a movie. And of course, in terms of the camera, I wouldn't say it's as good as the 10 megapixel we had last year on the Fold 2. You know, as I mentioned, the megapixel has dropped. But again, you know, it is for the best as well. So if I was to turn this phone over, what would normally happen is, I've not actually gone through the settings yet, so do apologize. So what normally happens is you can see a preview of what you're taking a photo of, so you can do a selfie whilst looking in the camera here. But again, I can't show you that right now because I need to go into the settings and set that. But that's just one thing to keep in mind, that you can actually do that as well, which is an advantage for doing selfies. And also note, guys, that this phone does not come with you can't slot a micro SD card in here. So it's just the SIM card, that's it. I think Samsung are trying to make all their phones like that from now on. Who knows what the future will bring, but that's how they're thinking right now. So keep in mind, no SD card, whereas the Note Ultra, it does have a micro SD card slot. So again, that's one thing you might want to keep in mind there. Let's just say, for example, I want to watch let's just say Sky News here. So I've got my Sky News here opened. Now if I want to close this, you can see it continues on the other screen. Now bearing in mind, guys, it doesn't just go on your front screen just like that. You do have to go into the settings and put it on continue to the other screen. That's one thing to bear in mind. So again, if I open it, now you can see where it covers up the display very well. I'm actually impressed by the display here. Now let me just show you, as I was saying. Let me just show you. So let's just say, for example, I open up the Sky News here. And then all of a sudden, I'm just going down the headlines or what have you. And then I want to use my WhatsApp. So I do this, just bring it on the taskbar. Just go like that. So there. Now I can watch Sky News here and use WhatsApp. But it doesn't end there, guys. You can actually do other stuff as well. So I can also have, let's just say, for example, I'll just bring the 5. So that's for the channel 5 here. So there you go, guys. So basically I can just watch the news, text someone at the same time on WhatsApp, maybe watch channel 5. And obviously it does work with the YouTube as well. Now, in terms of the pen, now, as I mentioned, you do get the case, the pen and a charger if you pre-order this. Now I think Samsung is trying to play a little trick over here. So when you get this pen, one thing that you must know in mind, there is no place to put this pen under the phone as you did with the Note Ultra. In fact, I've got the Note Ultra. Let me just show you. So this is the Note Ultra which I've had last year. Well, this year as well, but I'm going to say goodbye to it now that I got my phone. Now, notice the pen here. And notice the pen now. With the Note Ultra 20, you do have a place to put this in. Whereas with the Fold here, you've got nowhere to put it. Now, I think Samsung are trying to get people to actually purchase this cover. So then that way you have the pen to slide in. I think that's what they're trying to convince you to buy the cover. But again, you know, that's how I see it. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. Because let's be honest, guys, there's no other way you'd put this pen other than the case itself. So that's just one thing to bear in mind. So you might want to be careful with that. So if you do decide you want the pen, just bear in mind that you are going to have to purchase the cover as well, because that's going to be a must as well. This is the silver. I feel this is the best color for me. Maybe it might not be for you. Maybe a lot of you are used to buying the black color, or they do have a green color which is new in. But I actually love this color, and I did purchase the 512 gigabyte RAM again at 271 grams. Now the newer Galaxy Z Flip weighs in at 183 grams, so that one's slightly lighter. But again, I just love the color. I actually love the display as well. So yeah guys, so that's just one thing to bear in mind. Now the other thing is, if I just open this up, I just want to show you guys something. Now notice, when I play a movie here, now these movies are actually inside the internal memory, but let's just say I'm playing this over here. Now notice you don't have a distraction of the punch hole. The punch hole is actually hidden, and I believe that Samsung has actually done a good job of that. They've actually hid the punch hole at the top, so you won't get no distractions whatsoever. Now that's actually one thing what I love about this phone. Anyway guys, that wraps up the review. Now a lot of people are not happy about, there's mixed reviews about the underlay camera here. Some people are happy with it, some people are not. I mean, just let me know your comments in the comments box below. What do you think of it? Does it bother you, or do you think that's a very big improvement? Let me know guys. Also, when you're checking your emails, you know, you can go through one by one. So you have the email here, you can go like this, just on just like a proper tablet. Again, it's the same with the messaging as well. So that's actually a good improvement there. So yeah, and there you have it guys. That wraps up this review. Now, as I said, it is my first review on a mobile phone on this channel, so let us know what you think. If there's anything that I haven't covered and you want to know, just let me know in the comments box below. But in the meantime guys, if you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.